and we are going to move from understanding layers to understanding selection. So what do I mean when I say selection? Let's move this picture of a duck inside of here, decrease its size a little bit. Remember to hold down Shift in order to decrease its size. Hit Enter, and if I were to put it right there, well, it would look fantastic. It does look fantastic. Would look. What am I thinking about? It's amazing. But if I move it over here, I don't want I don't want to see, the white part. I only want to see the duck. Now, if I were to go here and try to select out only part of the duck, let's Control C, Control V. Obviously, this is not what I want right here. As exciting as these eyes are, they're not what I want. Delete. So how would I make it so I only select out the duck and get rid of the white? I'm going to introduce you to the next selection tool. The next selection tool, you say? Believe it or not, I've already introduced you to one of them, and that is the rectangular, the marquee tool. The make a square tool, as I've been calling it, the make a square selection tool, as I've been calling it, is one of the 3 key selection tools. The other 2 are the lasso tool and the wand tool. Now, you might see this as the quick selection tool. If you see it looking like this, just, click it and move it to the magic wand tool. And they each accomplish different things. This one allows you to select an area and is good for things such as we used it for last, creating solid shapes of colors such as we have here. This is good and works like a pair of scissors, whereas this one grabs a single color and allows you to use it. So if I were to use the wand tool, click on the white, what it does is it selects everything that's that shade of white. Now, this worked perfectly because I just recorded this video and then lost the audio. It was an unfortunate thing. What I want this to work is I want it to work horribly the first time through. So let's make it so it works absolutely horribly the first time through, and then I'll show you how to make it so it's actually a viable tool. Stick with me. It's what teaching's all about. And learning, whatever you're doing right now. So the idea is that I click a solid color, in this case white, and it will set the active region to everything that is that color. So if I click this right here, it sets the active region to white. Now, we're running into a couple of problems. The first problem that I see is instead of just making the active region white in this image right here, on this layer right here, it's actually looking for white in the entire image, which isn't very helpful. We only want it to look for the white on this layer. And in order to do that, I'm going to go into the Options panel, and I'm going to deselect Sample All Layers. Let's click just to get rid of that active region. And now I'm going to click this again. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to press delete, could not completely request because your smart object is not directly editable. Oh, a problem with the smart object? How do we solve that? We right click and we rasterize the layer, and now it is editable. So if I press delete, and let's deselect that, you'll notice that it did a good job of getting rid of the white, but it also got rid of the eyes right there. So let's go back a couple of steps. And now, instead of just using this, there's another checkbox that's pretty important right here, contiguous, or is it touching? And now it won't only look for everything in the image that's white, it will only look for the white area of the areas that are touching. So when I click this and press delete and deselect, we get this duck and none of the white background right there. And at the very basics, that's how the Magic Wand tool works. Now, let's say I wanted to put this duck behind the sand dune right there. If I tried to use the box tool for that, it wouldn't really work. If I tried to use the Magic Wand tool for that, it wouldn't really work. So I'm going to show you another tool, the lasso tool, which works essentially like a pair of scissors. Let's do that in the next video.